The wind carried the scent of smoke, a bitter taste of danger. It was January 2025, and Los Angeles was waking to a nightmare. The hills above the city, usually a comforting green, were ablaze. Two separate fires, the Palisades Fire and the Eaton Fire, were tearing through the dry brush, fueled by relentless Santa Ana winds. Panic swelled as flames licked at the edges of neighborhoods, their orange glow consuming the night sky. The air choked with smoke, a thick haze settling over the city like a shroud. This wasn't just a fire, it was an inferno. The news spread like wildfire itself, social media feeds filled with apocalyptic images and frantic messages. Evacuation orders blared from phones, sending residents scrambling for safety. The familiar rhythm of the city was shattered, replaced by the wail of sirens and the roar of the flames. Fear was palpable, etched on the faces of those fleeing their homes, their futures uncertain. The Palisades Fire, ignited by a suspected electrical fault, devoured the dry brush of the Santa Monica Mountains with terrifying speed. Fanned by the Santa Anas, it raced towards the wealthy enclaves of Pacific Palisades, Bel Air and Brentwood. Homes worth millions, once symbols of luxury and success, were reduced to smoldering rubble in mere hours. The fire jumped highways, defying containment lines, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Meanwhile, miles to the east, the Eaton Fire raged through the Angeles National Forest. Sparked by a carelessly discarded cigarette, it quickly grew into a monstrous force. The firestorm engulfed everything in its path, from the rugged mountain slopes to the outskirts of Pasadena and Glendale. Thousands of acres were scorched, the fire leaving behind a charred and desolate landscape. The fire's toll on human life was immeasurable. While official numbers remained elusive in the immediate aftermath, the loss was staggering. Hundreds of homes were reduced to ashes, leaving families displaced and heartbroken. The air quality plummeted, posing a severe health risk, particularly for the elderly and young children. Hospitals were overwhelmed with cases of smoke inhalation and burn injuries. The emotional toll of the disaster was equally profound. The fear, the uncertainty, the loss of irreplaceable memories, the scars of the fire ran deep. The fires didn't discriminate, impacting everyone from Hollywood celebrities fleeing their mansions to working-class families watching their livelihoods go up in smoke. The resilience of the human spirit shone through, but the trauma of the event was undeniable. Battling the blaze, a losing battle? Firefighters battled the blazes with unwavering courage and determination, working tirelessly in the face of overwhelming odds. They risked their lives to protect homes and evacuate residents, pushing their physical and mental limits. But the fires, fueled by the unrelenting winds and parched landscape, seemed unstoppable. Water drops from helicopters proved insufficient, and containment lines were breached with alarming regularity. The sheer scale of the disaster stretched resources thin. Firefighters from neighboring states poured in to help, but the inferno seemed to mock their efforts. The lack of adequate resources, coupled with the extreme weather conditions, raised a chilling question. Was this a losing battle? When the smoke clears, a changed landscape. As the fires finally began to subside, leaving behind a trail of devastation, the true extent of the catastrophe became horrifyingly clear. The landscape of Los Angeles, once a symbol of glamour and opportunity, was scarred, forever changed. The air, thick with the stench of smoke and ash, carried a sense of loss and uncertainty. The fires served as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the vulnerability of human life. Yet, amidst the devastation, there were also stories of hope and resilience. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers offering comfort and support, and the unwavering spirit of a city determined to rebuild. The fires had tested Los Angeles, but they had also revealed its strength. The road to recovery would be long and arduous, but the people of Los Angeles were determined to overcome this tragedy and emerge stronger from the ashes.